Life is minuscule as far as our biology. I mean, we don't really know. Having said that, I mean, if you ever did fully, I mean, it's a concept in your mind, but then if you realize it, when you really get it, then you become much more energy efficient, maybe. Um, well, you love the energy that you have access to, and you're grateful, and the more grateful you are, the more access to energy that you can get. There is levels to this stuff, and um, the purpose of this video was to maybe expose a little of that and also alert people to that. I mean, if you were here, most likely because of the narcissist video, um, well, you don't have to at all adhere to, now I don't know if it's narcissism or not, but let's just say in general to anybody, you don't have to adhere to anybody's wishes if it goes against who you are. Say if it says no to you but yes to them, no, no, no. Eventually that's not going to work at all. There is a yes to you and then a yes, that's why you say yes to them. I mean, really, I mean, now, a lot of people are confused about the money thing, and that's too bad. That's a work that every individual has to sort out their programming, like what is important, what is most important. Your programming is more important, right? So discipline, of course, if there's money, ideally you would hook all of that up into it. And that's ideally what we were supposed to be doing as human organism. Boy, this conversation. I'm not going to be solving any of this troubles now, but you can kind of see it, it's like, well, money hasn't been properly hooked up to the respect of human energy. You see, I've heard a lot of idiots who really are smart, boy, aren't they? They have this conversation for me that says, it's just energy. It's just energy, Shauna. Money, it's just energy. And it's just what kind of energy? To me, it's just that you're not, there's a lot of words missing. What kind of energy is it? It's just energy exchange, really, because, I mean, if I was to, I mean, I can go and collect wood and burn it, and it's much more efficient than burning, like, say, a lot of money. Just like if I had the same amount, I mean, it just doesn't make sense to say that alone is energy. There's something behind it energetically. So what is it? That's a good question. Think with me a little bit. Um, then I was gonna just jump to, oh, it's human energy. Well, yeah, that's the only energy there is. I mean, technically, so far that I've seen, even my chickens couldn't agree with me. I agree with me, and somehow my chickens are there. Why? Well, because I'm here. It's that little kind of conundrum where they ask, if a tree fell out in the forest or a rooster crowed out in the forest and nobody was there, did it really make a sound? Now, I just got the contrast of the rooster is really putting some fucking gas behind that puppy, but I'm not to say that there isn't energy expending when a tree falls in forest, and it took a lot to grow there, so it's all energy. So, but does it? See, I thought I knew, didn't you? You said, of course it doesn't make a sound. Or it made a sound. Of course it made a sound, right? It doesn't matter if somebody is there or not. And it's like, no, no, not necessarily. Okay, so now we're talking about who's talking here? We're talking about human beings, and um, not saying that it's possible that things can be here without humans, but actually it's not possible to say that and think that you are operating sanely as an awareness, as being human. Really, can I take you there? Just getting a small whiff of it is like, is the universe human? Yes. Um, you know, if you're doing it right, you can see that the chicken and its eye and your eye is the same eye. Is the same eye. You know, and I'm going to close this moment up because I got some stuff to do out there. I love being present with my chickens and the wholeness of it. I would love to convert the entire world into whatever it is that I'm talking about, but it's like I'm pretty exclusive. And anyway, 555 now. That means change, by the way. Change. Yeah, the eye of I. So the story goes, the Buddha, the master, you know, the master. There they are, and it's time to eat, you know, and somebody says, well, we're going to kill a chicken, right? We're going to get these chickens et up, right? And the master was like, you know, first of all, thinking, are you kidding me? You know, we don't need to eat a fucking chicken right now, do we? Did it die? No. Okay, so anyway, I don't know, but the story goes is that, you know, the monk says, well, what's the big deal? Let me just kill the chicken and have something to eat. And the master says, yes, what's the big deal? And then you know, the darn monk takes the chicken and is supposed to go kill it, and he couldn't kill the chicken, you know, to eat, not even if he took it around. It doesn't matter how far he went, like behind a rock or inside of an enclosure, like to hide away. He says he came back to the master and he says, Master, I cannot kill the chicken because the chicken sees. Now, that's a hell of a thing to contemplate there, you know, to eat the chicken, that's kind of heavy duty, you know. I don't know, but I guess the moral of that story, or whatever is trying to get across there, is that it's the conscience, the human, which is human. You see, animals don't really have that conscience, or do they? That's you know, questionable. Like when we see how that a, a snake, a snake, or some animals. Well, you know, God, this fucking conversation. Now I'm just bumbling all over the place because I see how you can elevate into super, like, conscious awareness, and the whole thing changes. But now this is human. Animals aren't sitting around a table saying, I can see how I'm turning superhuman consciousness. Therefore, the existential reality that we experience, including animals and all living things, begins to change its very nature and the way that it looks out there. And I'm not saying that that's a good thing or even a bad thing. You know, if we have things going extinct, I don't like that idea. I would rather be able to know that we're taking care of some things. I don't know, man. Fuck. This seems like a place where it's like, well, take care in whatever you love and take care of, especially if you take care of and love the right things, you get a pass from the creator up there that says you can expand more into being as such, maybe close to what they're doing, which is to create and keep care of things. Is it a rumor? Am I scratching at something? Comment section down below. Like to talk about custodians of the earth. What does that mean? See, I don't mind wasting my time looking into a chicken's eye for 35 or 65 years. Who cares? What business is it humdinger over there that insists that they're more real than my life or whatever life they got going on. And I'm talking about the political party, George Bush and whoever. Good for you. Amazing. I saw something yesterday. It's just like, oh, it's plain and simple. That, like, how people are fully programmed by weaponry, I guess, right? And so they're turned to weaponry themselves. God, I'm just summing it up, man. Thank God I should just clip this in the last 2 minutes. And that's the trouble. That's the main thing. What is the weaponry? The mind, the way it's programmed, what they make as being as important. All right. Well, I'll stop this at 11:11. Why not? We'll talk about this more. Comment section down below. Have you found out what's important?